with a melody.
Let me tell you what men really look for. I'll tell you two things, and then I'll tell you about ladies, and I'll tell you how I identify, and I'll tell you two mistakes that women make, and I will be done, okay? One thing that men really look for is honesty. Now, that sounds funny. Maybe you are expecting that I will tell you something so absurd. No, so simple. Men look for honesty. Do you know why? Can I tell you? Men understand that when they get married to a woman, they actually give a lot of power to this woman. Or rather, the woman has a lot of power over the men, so they had better be sure that this is a woman who is honest, they can trust. Men value honesty so much more than anything else. And that is why when a man fights, how come that all of you here are single men and single women here, but both of you are in the same room today, and all of you are saying it is hard to get a man, and all of you are saying it is hard to get a woman, and they are all here? How? It's because men are not, you are showing them the wrong things, how you look. There's nothing wrong with that. Me, I actually appreciate women who know how to color their houses. My woman knows how to color her house. But a man is looking for a woman who is, number one, honest. Number two, a man is looking for a woman who can understand him as a male. As a male. The same way women crave to be understood by men, that you want a man who can appreciate you, understand your feelings, listen to you. A man also wants a woman who is not selfish, who is not egotistical, self-centered. A man who understands the man, a woman who understands the man as a male. And it takes years of experience and maturity to be able to understand a man. It takes years. So when a man finds a woman who is honest and a woman who understands him as a male, he is ready to commit. Now, let me go to the women. Now, women are very important in the dating game, if I was to use those terms, and also in marriage, because there cannot be a marriage without a woman. So I'll lay more emphasis to you because you'll really determine how this equation or the scale tilts. Let me tell you how you spot a man who is the right candidate for marriage. Remember we said selection is the most important criteria on determining how healthy your family life will be. So number one, you must be very alert. Very alert. When you meet a man for the first date, or when you go out with a man, because in the first meetings, he will really try to flower up his intentions. Let me explain. Let me give you an example. For example, can we talk? He will tell you, I am interested in a long-term relationships. What he is not telling you is, I want sex and nothing else attached to it. I just want sex. He's not telling you that, but he will flower it up by saying, I am interested in a long-term relationship. I'm not interested in wasting time. I'm interested in building a long-term relationship. But that is really not what he wants. It's flowering it up. So as a woman, you really need to be alert. You need to be alert on that. Number two, you must ask yourself this question. Does this man have a purpose, a vision, and some goals that he is pursuing in life? And what is he doing to pursue, or what is he doing to work toward those goals? Because a man who has no vision, has no purpose, has no direction, has no goals they are reaching out to, doesn't even know what kind of a woman they want for themselves. They don't know. So you must ask yourself that. If you look at some of the most wonderful couple, they started with nothing. You ask the woman, why did you get married to this guy? What did you see in him? This is what typically they say. They say, I actually saw this guy had a sense of direction. He knew where he was going. Number 3, ask yourself, is this man comfortable in his own skin? Is he comfortable with himself? Is he comfortable with himself? Because if he is uncomfortable with himself, he will be jittery about people. He will never be able to treat people right. He will never be able to treat you right. Is he comfortable with himself in his own skin? Because if a man is comfortable, he will be able to make sure that your life is also comfortable. Ask yourself, is he comfortable in his own skin? Number 3. Is it number 3 or number 4? Number 4, ask yourself this question. Can his word be taken to the bank? When he says, I will call, does he call? When he says, I will come tomorrow, does he come? When he says, I will give you this, does he do it? Can he be taken at his word? Is he someone who follows through with what he says? Because if he doesn't, wrong candidate for you. Number 5, ask yourself, is this man well-mannered? By the way, you realize I'm not talking about spiritual things, okay? Yes, I'm not talking about spiritual. Pastor Catherine really talked about that. Okay? So ask yourself, is this man well-mannered? Well-mannered in which ways? Ask, when you go to a place, is he someone who is compassionate? Is he someone who sees a lady carrying something heavy and he says, oh, come on, let me help. Let me carry that for you. He will be walking with you and you are carrying the paper bag and you are from the supermarket and he is just walking behind you. And yeah, like a bodyguard. If you see a man behave like that, that's the wrong candidate for you. It's the wrong candidate for you. So ask yourself those questions. Plus, what Pastor Catherine was talking about, I don't want to go into the spiritual bit, does he fear God? Okay, those things. By the way.